Hi,
What
you
if this
guys.
life
I'm back with episode
is the one that we begged
7.
for?
It's something I forgot
What
to
if my
tell
higher
y'all and
power
say.
let me come
Also,
back
the reason why my sisters
so that I could
didn't
see the
like this
mountains
young lady,
again,
because at the time,
be on the
my
lake
job
while the
was
sun
really
kissed
slow
me,
at the Eastland, and I was filing for unemployment.
laugh with my friends until my stomach
And
hurts,
you know how you go to the
get my heart
unemployment
broken
office.
over
It used to be over there
and
on
over,
Warren and Connors, the one on the east
cry
side, and they
uncontrollably in
tell
the
you
shower,
that your payment is just
buy
out there.
myself flowers
And I
1,000
asked
more
them, what did
times,
that mean? They said, like, what
hear a
happened to my
beautiful
mom?
song
They
for the
said,
first
well,
time,
out there me is
or
lost.
fall
It
in
haven't
love.
been cash. It's just out there. And I thought
What
maybe
if I made a
like,
promise
because at first she was really, really
that I
jealous.
would never forget
I
the
thought she
miracle of
might have
being
been
here?
tearing them up, but I thought we had got past that and everything. So anyway, anyway, so we move out. And no matter, like, men is disrespectful. Women can be very disrespectful at times too. And I had to deal with this. We lived across the street from this lady. I think she had a problem. No matter what, she was coming to my house, knocking on the door. She wanted him to face the car, her car. But people be like, what? It's business. Business is business, but doing something too much is just too much. You just doing too much. And I was working. And Natasha was staying over there with me at a point. And Natasha told me I was at work. She said, and him and his friend been in her house all day long. So of course I'm mad, steaming, blowing up, I'm doing like 70 or 80 on the freeway to get back to where I lived at. And I asked him, and he looked crazy. I had nothing to do with his friend, I asked him. And they said that, his friend bust out and said that Natasha told you that, and she checked her. And she just was like, me, Ava, what is wrong? What is the problem? Y'all, I've been with him 5 years, and I found out that I was pregnant, and I couldn't believe it. And already with my first child, I already had been cut straight down my stomach, and I just couldn't believe it. 5 years later, I'm pregnant again. So I told him, he was young. We was what we are. But sometimes that's not no excuse. But I told him that we have called a lady named Jeanette. She was just coming over there, just coming knocking on the door. Can he do this? Can he fix this? I'm like, well, hell, who was the hell doing it before you met him? Who was doing all this then for you? It's just some of the stuff just be that people do is disrespectful, is ridiculous, and it don't make no sense to be disrespectful to people. So we got past that, and I'm pregnant. She all hanging over him in a car and this disrespectful stuff. So I made him leave. I made him leave. I was over there by myself in like a 4-bedroom house. So, uh, Mommy knowing and me, I found out over there on Jefferson Court, he had another child. And I guess the lady, lived on the the opposite side of the town. Then over there where we stayed at, he said he just couldn't deal with her. They didn't get along. They fought a lot, and I guess she didn't know he was with somebody. And I asked him why. She didn't know. Oh, she won't let me see my baby. So I'm like, y'all still messing around in. Because believe you me, and I'm not no expert, when a woman don't want you to see they child, y'all child, she still got feelings with me. She still got feelings for her. Because, hell, you gonna be like, get the baby, take a money to break. But she didn't want him around no. She didn't want him around no other woman or not. I guess, I don't know what he was telling her, but I figure it out in it, so I called Sir House, his friend. I guess, people would try to be your friends, but when friends just don't do certain stuff, and that's just it. So his friend and his girlfriend took me. They knew where she lived at. He took them there, but wouldn't take me there. And that hurt it. It hurt. And like I said, I'm not sparing nobody in these stories. I'm telling that God, Yahweh, honest truth in all of them. Not sparing no parents, no siblings, nobody, no husband, nothing. The only people I'm protecting is my children. But anyway, I went over there. She said, "What? You pregnant?" You said, "Hell." She said, "Don't." He said, "Either ask me why. Well, why would not go? I'm pregnant by you too. I'm pregnant and she got a baby too. Which I promise you, y'all, I'm not even like that. If I knew that he had somebody pregnant, I wouldn't even dealt with him. I wouldn't even dealt with him. So anyway, I'm pregnant. Um, I'm supposed to have my baby. I have a December baby. I'm supposed to go in the hospital to have him in December. Another cesarean. It made sure his lungs and everything was developed. So at this time, I'm trying to get out of this house that they want $400 a month for rent now. And Lord knows the house wasn't worth that. People could say, well, it was a 4-bedroom, but you had to see some of the conditions the house was in. So, I said, what I'm gonna do, I don't want to go back home. I prayed and not prayed and not prayed. And people be in your life for certain reasons. I met this lady named Lynette. I'm gonna call her Lynette. She worked where I worked at. And she told me that they was taking in low income families and there was a need that was going through things. It was off the boulevard at this church. So I went down there and I told the lady that, they was charging me certain amount of money for something that wasn't even worth it. Basically, we was sleeping on the floor with mice and stuff. You know, I, you know, so she was like, well, I'm gonna give you a call back, I promise you. So I'm depressed. I want to come back home and live with 2 children. So, and then I couldn't work with my second pregnancy at all. I could not work. So I wind up filing unemployment. And, I got some assistance. Y'all, the Father always on time. No matter what, Yahweh is always on time. And I was at my mom's house one day, and I happened to pick up the phone, and it was Miss Lynette. And she said, may I speak to Ava?